Let's have a very honest, private conversation right now. Just you and me. How many times this week did you sneeze and panic? How many times did you laugh at a joke only to feel that sudden, humiliating warmth? How much money have you spent this year on pads, lighters, or special underwear? If you're over 60, society and the billion-dollar hygiene industry want you to believe that leaking urine is just the price of admission for aging. They want you to believe that once you hit a certain age or after you've had children, menopause or andropause, your body just gives up. They want you to buy pads for the rest of your life. I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Leaking urine, whether it's stress incontinence when you cough or urge incontinence when you hear running water, is not a disease of aging. It's a dysfunction of pressure management. Think of your abdomen like a tube of toothpaste. Your bladder is at the bottom near the cap. When you cough, laugh, or lift a grocery bag, you are squeezing that tube. If the muscles at the bottom, your pelvic floor, are weak or uncoordinated, the cap blows off and you leak. It's simple mechanics. The tragedy is that most people try to fix this by doing hundreds of Kegels, often squeezing the wrong muscles, holding their breath, and actually making the problem worse by increasing the pressure. Today, we stop the guessing game. We're going to stop treating the symptom with pads and start treating the root cause with physics. I have designed a 5-step protocol specifically for the 60-plus body. These aren't just squeezes. These are functional movements that retrain your brain to close the cap automatically before you even think about it. Put down the heavy weights. Forget high-impact jumping. We're going to rebuild your internal support system from the inside out. Today is the day you start earning your confidence back. Before we begin, if you're ready to stop accepting normal aging and start taking control of your body, please click that subscribe button right now. At Golden Rest Guide, we're building a community here dedicated to aging with strength, and I don't want you to miss the tools you need to live freely. Thank you. Now let's get on the mat. We begin with the first exercise, the zipper breath. We start not with the pelvic floor itself, but with its best friend, the transversus abdominis. This is your body's natural corset. Without this muscle working, your pelvic floor has no support. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on your lower belly just inside your hip bones. Most people, when told to tighten their core, push their belly out or suck their stomach in while holding their breath. Both of these actions push pressure down onto the bladder. This is exactly why you leak when you exert yourself. We need to reverse this habit. I want you to imagine you're putting on a pair of tight jeans. You know that feeling when you have to zip them up? You don't suck in your chest. You gently draw your lower belly away from the waistband. Inhale deeply through your nose, letting your belly rise into your hands. Now, as you exhale through your mouth, make a shh sound. Imagine pulling a zipper from your pubic bone up to your belly button. Feel the muscles under your fingers firm up and pull in toward your spine. Next, we move on to the bridge with a squeeze. Now that we have the breath, we need to recruit the neighbors. The adductors, your inner thigh muscles, have a secret connection to your pelvic floor. Stay on your back with your knees bent. Grab a yoga block, a rolled-up towel, or a firm pillow and place it between your knees. The nerves that supply your inner thighs share a pathway with the pelvic floor. It's difficult for many seniors to feel the pelvic floor, but everyone knows how to squeeze their knees together. By squeezing an object, we trigger an overflow effect where the pelvic floor automatically contracts along with the thighs. Let's combine this with a bridge to get gravity on our side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze the block with your knees at about 50% effort. At the same time, peel your hips off the floor. As you lift, think about that zipper again. Hold at the top for 3 seconds. Keep squeezing the block. Inhale as you lower down, releasing the squeeze. The third exercise is the clamshell. We've worked the inner thighs. Now we must work the outer hips, the gluteus medius. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your arm or a pillow. Bend your knees at a 45 degrees angle, keeping your feet in line with your spine. Keep your heels glued together. Why are we working the hips to fix the bladder? Because the pelvic floor is the floor of your house. Your hips are the walls. If the walls are weak or unstable, the floor will sag. Many seniors suffer from leaks because their glutes have gone to sleep from years of sitting. When the glutes stop working, the pelvic floor has to do double duty, stabilizing the pelvis and holding in urine. It gets exhausted and gives up. Exhale and open your top knee like a clamshell. Crucially, do not let your pelvis roll backward. Keep your top hip stacked directly over the bottom hip. Imagine there's a wall behind you preventing you from rolling back. Hold the open position for 2 seconds. Inhale and slowly close the knee. Do 10 on the right side, then flip over and do 10 on the left. Next, we move to the functional sit to stand exercise. We've done the floor work. Now we must translate this to real life, because you don't leak when you're lying on a yoga mat, you leak when you move. In physical therapy, we call this the knack. It's the art of pre-contracting your protection muscles before the pressure hits. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. When you stand up from a chair, you generate a massive amount of downward pressure on your bladder. If you just heave yourself up with a grunt, holding your breath, you're practically forcing urine out. We need to change how you stand. Scoot to the edge of the chair, inhale and relax your belly. Before you move, start your exhale and engage that zipper sensation, lifting the pelvic floor. While exhaling and lifting, lean forward and stand up. Keep exhaling until you're fully standing. Let's do 10 repetitions. The final exercise is heel slides. This targets the ability of the core to maintain pressure while your limbs are moving. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. Find that neutral spine again. It's easy to hold a contraction when you're perfectly still, but it's much harder to hold it when your legs are moving. This is directly applicable to the urgency you feel when walking home and suddenly needing to go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage your zipper core. Keep that core engaged and slowly slide your right heel along the floor until your leg is straight. Do not let your back arch. Do not let your belly pop up. Keep the jeans zipped. Inhale and drag the heel back to the starting position. The goal is to keep the pelvis absolutely still while the leg moves. Now let's talk about 3 lifestyle hacks that can reduce your symptoms by another 30% starting tomorrow. These are things your doctor might have forgotten to mention. Hack number 1 is the constipation connection. Increase your fiber, drink your water, and use a toilet stool to elevate your knees. Clearing the neighbor gives the bladder room to function properly. Hack number 2 is identifying your personal kryptonite. Try eliminating caffeine, carbonation, and artificial sweeteners for 1 week. Hack number 3 is to stop just in case peeing. Practice timed voiding to retrain your bladder to hold a normal volume. Leaking urine is common, but it's not normal. It's a sign that the pressure system in your body is out of balance. Today, you took the first step toward fixing that balance. Keep doing these exercises every single day. At Golden Rest Guide, we're here to support you in this journey, and we're dedicated to helping you live freely as you age. Wear the pads if you need them for confidence, but think of them as a temporary cast, not a permanent wardrobe. Healing these tissues takes time. Muscle growth takes about 6 to 8 weeks of consistent practice. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 movements did you feel the most? Was it the zipper breath, or maybe the clamshell? Or do you have a personal tip that has helped you manage this condition? Please share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else in our community feel less alone. Thank you for trusting Golden Rest Guide with your health today. Keep breathing, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next video.